Hi everyone, thank you for watching my videos. In last few videos, I have covered various fuzzers like lift fuzzer, AFL, WinAFL, and Honk fuzz, and we have seen how do we uh, fuzz simple program as well as some real world softwares using all these fuzzers. So I found a very interesting topic today, and I thought it will be a good idea to cover that in a video. So if you have a lift fuzzer based harness, if you are following my videos, you might be aware that lift fuzzer, if you want to fuzz a program using lift fuzzer, then you need to use a special function, so a very specific function, that is LLVM test one input, and then only lift fuzzer can fuzz that program. So if you have that program which contains LLVM fuzzer test one input, then how can you fuzz that using AFL? Is there any way? So yes, there is a way. Google actually offers one bash script which you need to use, and there are some driver files like AFL underscore driver.cpp file. So you can actually go to this URL over here, uh, that is mentioned in cluster first, and you can download that particular script by clicking on this link which is mentioned over here. So this is the URL, that is the script name is build underscore afl.bash. You need to download this script, and this script will do everything. So you don't need to do anything extra apart from downloading this script. So once you download this script, I'm going to show you the source code for that. So you can see that it is a bash script and it contains a couple of download instruction. I mean, it downloads couple of files like AFL first.c, AFL showmap, etc. These are very specific file to AFL. So it downloads it using curl. It downloads it from this URL, that is AFL official GitHub repo, and then it compiles them. So it will create AFL fuzz and AFL showmap. Then it also downloads some files from the LLVM mode from the AFL GitHub repo again. It compiles them, and uh, that's it. So it compiles them. It will actually create one archive file. So it will create one fuzzingengine.a file, which contains AFL underscore LLVM RT and AFL underscore driver.o file. So we need to link our program to this fuzzingengine.a if we want to lift fuzzer harness using AFL over here. So we are going to see that. But before that, I have a very simple C program over here, which I'm going to show over here. So if you are following my videos, you will notice that it contains a very simple structure, that is image, and it contains various values like various header fields like header, which is of type character, and its size is of 4 bytes. Then it contains width and height, which is of type integer, and then there is a data which is of 10 bytes and it is of type character. So this is a simple harness program, as you can see, for lift fuzzer. It contains LLVM fuzzer test one input, and this is a standard function. If you want to fuzz anything using lift fuzzer, then you need to use this function, and inside that function you need to call your APIs or your function or the code which you want to fuzz over here. So this function expects two parameter, that is data and size. So size over here is actually the size of the data which you have, and this data is actually the mutated data which lift fuzzer actually it mutates the data and it provides to this function. That's how lift fuzzer works. And you can see that inside that I have used some point typecasting over here to convert this data to our image structure format, and then I'm trying to read different values like image width and image height, and then it is performing some operations like adding width and height, and then it is calculating the size. Later on it is allocating some memory using malloc call over here, and then it is trying to copy some data which is been read from this data which is passed to this function, and we have converted it to the image. So this data field over here, that is 10 bytes, this will be copied to this buffer one, which is allocated over here using malloc. And so it contains a lot of vulnerable conditions like heap buffer overflow, double free, use after free, integer underflow, divide by 0, out of bound read in stack, and heap over here, memory leak, etc. over here. So this is a very simple harness for leaf fuzzer, and I've used this program to demonstrate how do we first program using AFL or Honk fuzz or WinAFL or leaf fuzzer. So yeah, so let's see how do we compile this leaf fuzzer based program and how do we fuzz it using AFL. So this will be very helpful in real life when you have some leaf fuzzer harness and you want to compile that using AFL. So first thing you need to do is that you need to run this build underscore AFL dot bash script, which you have downloaded by going through this URL that is mentioned on the google.github.io cluster fuzz setting up fuzzing, leaf fuzzer and AFL. So it is mentioned over here. Just click on this link and this is the URL for your reference. I will be mentioning this URL in the description of this video as well so that you can go to this URL. So let's simply run our bash script and see what it does. So you can see that it is using curl and it has downloaded a couple of files. Then it is compiling them over here. So we need to wait for a few seconds. You can see that it is compiling AFL underscore fuzz right now. So it will generate AFL fuzz executable, then AFL show map, then I think LLVM mode. And okay, so let's see what kind of file it has generated. So it has created one AFL underscore build directory, then it has created some executable that is AFL fuzz, AFL show map, and then there is one file that is fuzzingengine.a over here, and this image read is our vulnerable leaf fuzzer C program over here. So let's compile it. So first thing you need to do is that you need to generate the object file for this vulnerable program. And a better way is to move your C file and this fuzzingengine.a file to your AFL build folder so that you can compile it easily. Otherwise, I found that it generates some compiler or maybe some linker error. So let's move this. Sorry for the interruption. Recording was stopped. So yeah, so let's move our leaf fuzzer file to AFL build directory, and we will also move our fuzzing engine .a file to AFL build, and then we will go inside AFL build folder over here. So we can see that it contains the source code and our fuzzing engine.a file as well. So first thing we need to do now is that we need to use CLang and we need to compile and generate an object file for our image file reader. And for that, the command is simple. So we will use CLang -g -f sanitize -coverage is equal to trace PC guard. So this option will tell that we want to use CLang's instrumentation over here, and then we can specify address sanitizer and undefined behavior sanitizer by using this flag that is -f sanitize is equal to address comma undefined, and then our source file name that is img read underscore leaffuzzer.c and -c. So this C option will tell that we want to generate an object file and we don't want to generate an executable file at this moment. So let's generate the object file and let's see. So you can see that it has generated one img read underscore leaffuzzer.o, that is an object file over here. And now in next step, we need to use CLang++ to link this file with fuzzing engine.a file over here, which AFL build bash script has generated over here. So we will simply add fuzzing engine.a, and over here we will change it to O, and we can specify the output file name. So let's call it image read underscore lib fuzzer underscore AFL over here. So this is the full command. So this is the second step, and the command is clang plus plus f sanitize is equal to address and undefined. Then fuzzing engine dot e, this is the library which you want to link over here. Then our generated object file, that is image read underscore libfuzzer dot o, and then hyphen o, and we will specify our executable name over here as img read underscore libfuzzer underscore afl. And so you can see that it has generated an executable file name over here, that is img read underscore libfuzzer underscore afl. And let's try to run that and see what happens. So you can see that it displays a message that is, this binary is built for AFL-fuzz to run the target function on individual input executives. So we need to specify our executable file name and this less than symbol and input file name. If you just want to taste some crash over here, you can use this command. And if you want to fuzz, then you can use this command. So what we are going to do now is we will fuzz it, and then we will simply replicate one crash over here. So the AFL fuzz command is simple, that is AFL fuzz -i. So let's generate first some input first over here. So we create a directory that is in, and let's write some string over here. So hello in 1.img, and okay, and now we can fuzz it. So the command is afl fuzz -i, input directory name -o, output directory name m, small m, that is memory limit, that is none because we have enabled async over here. And img read lib fuzzer -. So after I am none, you have to give -, and your executable file name, and followed by @ symbol. And let's see. So you can see that it detects persistent mode and default fork server, and it started fuzzing our binary over here. So we will wait till we get some crashes, and then we will analyze those crashes. So it's actually pretty simple, and I don't know how it will help, but you can try it out. It's a nice learning experience for me, and for you as well if you are following along. And you can see that the speed we are getting is kind of slow over here. It is around 35 to 40 execution per second, but that may be because of my system. You might get more speed. And you can see that we have 5 unique crashes as of now. So I'm going to stop it now, and let's simply replicate one crash over here. So remember the command, we need to give this less than symbol over here, and then it is out crash id 0. Let's try the first crash, and you can see that it gives signed integer overflow over here. So this is something similar we got when we first this program using afl. So kind of same thing over here. Requested allocation size is very big over here, and you can see that our function, that is llvm fuzzer based on input, was executed over here. So yeah, this is how it works. We are actually fuzzing a lib fuzzer harness using afl over here. So let's try second input over here, one. It is again the same. So let's see if we get any heap overflow, etc. Yeah. So as you can see that for third input, we got a heap buffer overflow over here, and it is at line somewhere around 63 over here. So we can actually check our code, and we will see what is at line 63. So you can see there is a malloc call over here, and after that it is trying to copy some data. So I'm not going into much detail because you can go through my previous videos and see how do we do root cause analysis over here. So this is something you can use. And so this is how you first lift first harness using EFL. I found this pretty interesting, and so I'm going to give a link to all the tools I have used, all the script I have used in the description. Please go through them, and thank you for watching my videos. If you like these videos, then please like and subscribe to my channel. That will motivate me to create more such videos. And thank you for your support, and goodbye till the next video. Thank you. Bye.